What is up, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of The Witcher 3, and whew, man, I tell you what, dude, it has been a struggle with my capture software today. I have the Elgato HD 60 to capture my gameplay, and first the sound was jacked up, like the sound wasn't working properly, which is why I was an hour late starting The Witcher 3, and then I had actually made a video before this video that I'm doing right now, but the video froze. Like my whole system, my whole computer completely froze like 14 minutes into the second part. And so I had to reboot my computer and start everything over again, and I had to go back and play or get through the first part of the game again so I could redo this whole section because you guys missed out on a lot, which kind of sucks, man. It's really difficult when you're trying to stream and you're trying to just go with the flow of the game, and then your software locks up on you and you just kind of lose that momentum. So it's just been a rough start so far. Hopefully things just get a little bit better with my software and everything. Let's press on. So in the previous video we were being tasked to shut up. We were being tasked to find a key. The key's right there on the book. And it's telling me to use my Witcher senses, so that's what I'm doing.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done.
So while I'm using my Witcher senses, I can interact with certain objects that turn red, apparently. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's not what I'm trying to do. Examine the dress, Geralt. Stop. So I'm trying to examine this dress and it's not fucking working.
Undergarments.
God, that was annoying. And one other thing I did, I adjusted the sensitivity settings because the settings were far too high. I mean, I would barely touch the right stick on my controller and Geralt would do like a 360. So I just went into options, control settings, and I put the sensitivity all the way down to 0.75. So you might like super high settings. I don't. I don't like to get whiplash when I'm playing a game, so let's talk to Yennefer here, see what she has to say. So,
see, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
I don't want to be reasonable.
Aha, so that's the way the wind blows. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
I don't know too many guys that could get away with a line like that, because basically he just told her that, yeah, you know, I've been with other women, but I only think about you, babe. Yeah. Go and try that with your own girlfriend and see how that goes over. She'll probably get slapped in the face. So this is a pretty awesome place they have here, man. They're up in the mountains.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
And the graphics are okay. I don't know. At this point, I think my expectations are just high. Because when the next-gen consoles first came out, I thought that the graphics were going to be, like, so much better than they've been. I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics look good, but they're not as good as everyone, well, they're not as good as I'm hoping that they're going to get in the future. Let's just say that. So, looks like I can't really mess with anything else in here. I can mess with the candles. So, I could make the candles go out with a flick of my hand, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's get the key and get out of here. Go do some training. Yeah, it's just kind of frustrating because I've already done all of this and it just kind of... just kind of slows down the process, you know, and it gets me out of my rhythm here when I'm trying to commentate and whatnot, you know. Now I have to pull double duty. I have to focus on commentating, but then I have to focus on the capture software and making sure that it doesn't lock up.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Hmm? Why?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl-ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. If she wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true. But you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
So the way I understand it is that Ciri was a young girl taken in by Geralt and Yennefer, and they're raising her like their own daughter and training her to become a Witcher, so...
Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
This girl's a badass, man. Not only is she doing all this, but she's doing all this blindfolded. She's a little show-off.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold.
She's got some killer eyes there.
Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a Witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations?
She's definitely a fugly little kid, though, man.
More than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Owl-Ghouls in its entirety. Appendices included.
No, please. I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Alright, so I've already done all of this stuff, but I'm going to do it again for you guys. We're going to have a little race with Ciri and try to beat her down to the bottom, and it's not much of a challenge, to be honest with you.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
I completely smoked her last time.
Maybe if you fall.
Yeah, the tutorials in this game are kind of retarded. Unless you've never played a action RPG in your life, the tutorials aren't going to be much help.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Ciri, cut it out.
She's breathing heavy on purpose. So I'm just not even taking the ladder. I'm just falling down all these holes. I don't know if I'm supposed to take the ladders or not, but... Oh no, I think I screwed up. Yeah, I did screw up.
Run into trouble.
Yeah, I did run into trouble.
I win.
Your legs are longer.
I messed up, but I was still able to beat her down here. I kind of went the wrong way there for a second. It's pretty cool playing a game with actual dialogue and dialogue options, man. That guy's face looks like ground hamburger, dude.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter.
She's such a little smartass, man.
You should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine,
Nothing wrong with a little mischief, man.
Geralt, you're with me.
It's good to
Lambert
be
Pascal,
mischievous
Ciri
every
with
once in a
them.
while.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
Alright, so here we go. This is where I was at before my software
What do you
froze
think?
up,
Should we
so...
start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
We're gonna go over the fundamentals again just so y'all can see this.
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Alright, so we're gonna finally get into some sword play.
Sword, Geralt.
And basically all that information on the left-hand side of the screen, basically it just says that swords, you have one steel sword for humans, one silver sword for slaying monsters, which I believe I mentioned in my previous part. Then you also have signs, which are not as powerful as spells, but they could be used very quickly, making them quite useful in the heat of combat. And then Witchers are also adept in basic alchemy. Basically, we could brew different potions and whatnot to help us out in combat, so. Okay. And you use R3 to lock onto your target.
Strong strikes now. Give it all you got.
So the
Never lock your elbow when striking.
fast strike is
Tomfoolery.
square. Triangle is your heavy strike.
Done.
Position,
There we go.
Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Okay, so you have a step dodge, which you just press left and hit the circle button. And then you have a roll attack right there. The graphics are pretty good down here, man. I'm not gonna lie.
See how Geralt holds his sword in its angle. Oh, come on. Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Okay, so what I'm doing here, as he attacks me, I'm holding L2, and if you hold L2, that basically parries the attack. And then you could also hit L2 again to kick the attacker off of you. So that's what he's teaching me here. So it's kind of like a counter-attack move.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Gwen.
Okay, so these are Witcher signs, and each of them do different things. So this is the most important one, Kuhn, and this will create a protective shield for you.
Ciri, Gwen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why. Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Okay. Igni deals fire damage, okay?
See? If not for the Gwen sign, I'd be aflame by now. Ah, no. Come on.
Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this part here, and we will pick right back up with training. So we're just going over some basic signs right now, different magic signs. We just went over the protective sign and the fire sign, and we're going to do a couple different things when we come back. So stick around for part 3. Thank you so much. Feel free to comment down below and hit the like button if you're enjoying the series, guys. Thank you.